Hey, how's it doing? Welcome back. Now, I'm going to show you a little something here because this is a useful thing to do, okay? Now, if I actually go to my original file here, so I'm just going to load this up. Give me a minute. Right, and click Edit. Here's all my UV unwrap stuff that we're doing and where we're going to kind of continue from. Now, everything looks cool and groovy and a bit funky. However, if you look here, there was actually an error or possibly just some detail that really wasn't cleaned up quite properly in our 3dsmax low poly model. Now, what I can do, of course, is go, oh no, look at that, that's terrible. Editable poly. Select, delete, zoom, turn it round. And there's one there. Select, delete, and then target weld here. Like so. However, when we've finished doing horrible things to our model and click Edit, you may notice that there's now been a minor change to our UVW map. And that's because it's reset itself to horribleness. Now, there's a way to get around this, and unfortunately, doing the Control Z game and praying to the gods of UVW maps isn't going to work. So what you need to do is go to Open Recent. Well, you don't need to go to Open Recent because I'm just demonstrating this to you, yeah? And here it is again. Now, this time we'll do it the proper way. So watch the script. Oh, lordy, lordy, look at those polygons on the end there. That can't be right. However am I going to fix this model? I know. I'm going to apply an edit polygon modifier to my stack. Now I'm going to delete these polygons here. Awesome. I'm even going to do a target weld. Probably. If I can ever get the damned thing to work. Why don't you work, you horrible thing? Oh, hang on. Have I not deleted the polygon inside it yet? No. Right. There we go. Right. So, back to the script again. Great. I hope I didn't damage my UVW unwrap. There we are. Unwrap UVW. Click Edit. Oh, lorks, look. It's still there. Okay, so this is the tip I'm going to give you to come away from all this, yeah? Apply the Edit Poly modifier to the top of the stack. Now, here, yeah, collapse to. Now you've only got the editable poly and the unwrap UVW. And if you click Edit, it's all still here. And your model is not filled with horror. Okay, let's get on with the actual work at hand. Face. And what I'm going to do is start unwrapping these middle parts here. Okay, now you can see from these big fat seams that there's a lot going on, and obviously we want to kind of tidy this up simply because it's going to make our model look a lot prettier. So I'm just going to go down all the way through this and select this entire large bottom piece. And of course the thing is, the larger this bottom piece is, really the better for us, because our normal map will be a lot more efficient and will, well, basically not break up so much. I don't know if you ever used a really broken up unwrapped map or not, but it really does make a horrible mess. Okay, so there to there looks fine. What I'm going to do now is go over here and I'm going to right click and break and then move. Actually, I'm going to go back and check because something doesn't look quite right there. Let me just see what's going on. That looks okay. That looks okay. I just want to make sure that everything's kind of even. Okay, it is. It's just there was no symmetry there, and there's symmetry in my selection, so I just wanted to be sure. Okay, break. Now what I'm going to do is move both these parts just over to here so they're out the way. Okay. Now if I select these, go to mapping, flatten, change the face angle threshold to 75, rotate clusters. I don't want the clusters rotated. Click OK. There we are. Now in theory we should be able to start kind of whacking these pieces together a bit. So what I'm going to do is go to vert mode, and this one's going to fit here. So let's go straight over, grab it, rotate, and just start piecing this all together, yeah? Some of these are quite funky shapes, so don't be too freaked out if you end up with a strange looking model. Okay, this one here needs to be rotated. Try and get it not overlapped. There we go. Move it. Try that again, shall I? I'm incredibly lazy sometimes when it comes to doing this sort of thing, so I'd rather just select the piece over and over and over again. Right, I'm just going to scale this down a bit. There we are. Then I can get kind of busy over here. Let's work out where some of these pieces are going to go. And if I go into face mode, I'll get a better idea. This one's going to go off the top of this one. I'll rotate it and move it to there. This one's going to connect on the underside of here, so I'll rotate this one and move it to, oop, that's rotate still, and move it down to about here. Now over here it doesn't connect to anything. That connects to this one. And let's just find where that one is, because this one's a bit of a strange shape as I recall. Okay, so let's go to target weld in vert mode. So this one goes to here. This one goes to here. Target welded. And this one goes to there. Just straighten this one out a bit. This one goes to here. This one to here. And this one to here. Always got to study your model while you're doing this, otherwise you end up with some really unpleasant shapes if you're not careful. Like a jigsaw with all the fun removed. Unless you like unwrapping, in which case you're some sort of weird person. Actually no, it's not that bad. I quite like watching these little lines disappear slowly. Watch, this one's about to go, eventually. And then this one. There we are. Now go around the other side. Just gives me an idea if there's any kind of boundaries or borders that need to be removed, you know. Okay, that's good. Now what I can do is select all these and scale it down. I'm going to move it over here. Okay, and then I'm going to put the top pieces in over here as well. Right. Really studying this model again. I want to do these top pieces, which should be fairly easy. Face mode. Only problem being that they are flat at the moment. Okay. Go down here. Oop, forgot to break them out first. And I'm going to go to mapping, flatten, same again to 75. Should stop me actually having to see anything that I don't want. There we are. As you see, it's straightened them and flattened them into these two nice clean pieces, which I'm now going to scale down quite a lot and then move. So many pieces for this. I mean, it's a small piece and it doesn't look that horribly complicated, but you know, it is. Okay, face again. I want this all as just one clean piece, which it sure ain't at the moment. Okay. Now over here, I'm going to break them off again. Oop, wrong area. I'm quite fiddly moving them sometimes. Same again. And then scale. Got to love the flatten mapping, really. Incredibly useful. Right, as you see, this thing here is starting to just come apart completely as we slowly strip it down. Now that side's been done. This one, even though it doesn't look much different, hasn't been done. So we'll start breaking it up. Okay. Ah, that's this one. Just this piece here, for whatever reason, isn't actually attached to it. And it should be. I was wondering what was going on there. There we go. That cleans that up a little bit. I'll flip it over. And we can see the same thing on this side. Incidentally, mechanical unrigging equals pain in the bottom sometimes. Organic rigging, you can kind of apply the pelt modifier to and stretch it away like crazy. Organic modelling, you don't tend to have that lovely option, which is a shame. Maybe someone should invent a, you know, what would they call it? A milling press machine, yeah. See this? There's a tiny little polygon in the middle of nowhere. I can only see it when I zoom right in. That's kind of irritating. Okay, break. And rotate. Got to be careful because I want to be economic with where things are going. I think I'll stick it over here actually. There we are. Right. Back to this part now. So, have a look through here and start fixing the detail in the front of this. Autosave. There we are. I said work, damn you. Okay, that's one side. Incidentally, I'd like to give thanks to UT3.com because it's funny, but until I reviewed one of their DVDs on game development, I'd forgotten, just how much fun next-gen stuff actually is. So, seriously, go and give their stuff a good look at. It's excellent. Really, really, really good stuff. Okay, now let's deselect the parts that have been accidentally selected and shouldn't be. That looks fine. Okay, now I'm going to break it off rather. Just move it over here. See, that piece there selected, which shouldn't be. Might do it again. There we are. Tools. Let me see, flatten. Again, 75 degrees should be fine. And click. Right, so we've got these pieces now, and there's a bit of mess here that's going to have to be cleaned up. So, I'm going to avert mode. Haha, avert your eyes. Ah. Right, I'm making some spaces where I need to. I'm also moving parts that, in my opinion, really need to be moved. There we are. Which will clean up this shape over here a lot. Right, over here. I'm going to start looking for pieces that kind of fit together, so I'll go into face mode. See, that one goes there. These connect together. That one connects over here. So this is a good place to start. Oops. That one to there. To here. Okay, let's have a look over here. It goes there. To there. To here. What else we got? Well, this one connects down here at some point. This is probably part of this big piece here. So let's have a look and start assembling this side. Right, so we can see where these are going to fit, more or less. Let's move that up there. Bring this down to here and rotate it. Now I'm going to shrink it too. There we are. I'll scale it down a little bit more, just so it fits. Now this part here is there, and that part there is here, just for added fun and confusion. So, target welding. It's always good fun trying to play where does this fit. Okay, so here, and here, and then here, and that leaves these ones. Don't seem to connect to very much at the moment. I'm just going to leave them up here, lying free and loose. What else have we got? Not a lot. Let's continue working on this side then. Anyone who doesn't enjoy this kind of mad looking jigsaw is obviously just insane. But this piece is actually missing. There it is there. Which would explain why my puzzle wasn't really fitting together very well. Okay, the target weld. There we go, now that one fits together. Okay, what about this hole up here? Also needs something to fill it up, rather irritatingly. Which will be also over here probably. Yep, there it is there. Not exactly the easiest piece, so I'll just flatten that one. And that'll be ludicrously large over here for a minute. Right. One goes there, there, and there. Go into face mode. You having fun yet? I know I am. This is great. Right, there's one there, which is this one. This one here appears to actually go the other way, so let's have a look at the vert mode. Yep, there it is. Let's bring that to there. Back into face mode again. Sometimes it's easier kind of doing it this way for whatever reason. Okay. Now that piece connects to Monsieur la Invisible, which appears to be connected to this piece and this piece. Oh boy, let's bring them over and rotate them a little bit, and then bring them down. Get nice and close so I can see where the magical colours change. I've always wondered why it does that sometimes. Well, no, actually I haven't always wondered, that'd be silly. But you know what I mean. Then this piece here must have to come down a bit, leaving that helpful gap there. Same here. Okay. It's that one. Which is a massively complicated looking shape, to be quite honest. And that vertex there needs to be target welded over here, like that. Face mode. Now it should connect to, yep, there it is there, this one. Okay, vertex mode, target weld. Okay, starting to get there. We see all these green bits. They're not good. We don't like the green bits, so I should charge more, you know, for the version that doesn't have the time lapse. Right, so there's a piece there and a piece there, and in between is what? That. So where does this polygon here come into it? Should that polygon even connect over there? Well, it says it should. Ah, so there isn't a hole. So what's going on here? Where's this polygon? No, this one. Eesh. Well, what I'm doing here, so you'll have to bear with me, is I'm kind of looking for what I call the big missing blooming polygon. One that isn't here and should be. Right, I think I found it. It's this. You notice none of these are selected. And I bet it's down here. Yes, there it is. Just check it's not an outside one. It's not. It's one that you can't quite see. That's very sneaky. What a naughty thing this is. Grow that up a bit, just so I can see it. Then I can move it over here, and you can see that this area is going blue already. Now I can start target welding it, so I'll just go to vert mode. Target. Been sitting there for about 3 minutes with record pause, trying to work out exactly where the hell this piece was supposed to go. Because it was driving me ape. Right, now that leaves this triangle here, which this one fits into, you see? Strange, but there you go. Now then, over here, let's find the pieces again. Those ones are already there, but if we look closer, these ones aren't. Looks like another polygon that should be here and isn't. Yep, there it is there. Eesh. Have I got the other one? Yes, I have. I just haven't got the one that should be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this missing polygon and click Grow. Now what this will do is it will select all these ones, which I can then deselect. And then any remaining ones will be sitting over here waiting for me. There you go, 2 polygons. Break, scale. Actually, it could be 3 polygons. Yeah, I think it is. Move that to there. And then this one over. Right, we can see where these go now, so I'm going to do a target weld. There goes. I have this horrible habit of looking at the wrong section and wondering why there's nothing there. I'm sure you think to yourself, Chris, why couldn't you just plane a map? Yeah, I'll get back to you. There we are. Mainly because I just need to move this around, to be honest. Bottom, top, okay. Move that to there, that's the central. You can see now there's like no seams on the inside of this. All nice and clean. There's some seams here, obviously, much to my great annoyance. However, if I just grow these, and then deselect everything I can see here, just in case. And who knows, we might actually find some missing map pieces. And yes, we do have to do this on the other side. There we are, look. Yeah, that's not the pieces I wanted. But I can see the ones I do want just down there, waiting. There we are. So, we're going to break this out. Not that it really needed a break. Show move selected. There we go. Now we can make it bigger. And this will give me the ability to basically target weld it into this. May as well watch on the other monitors my seams slowly vanish with any luck. Problem with these is, you see, the more complex the piece tends to be, like this one for example, the harder it gets to unwrap, which is a real pain in the bottom. Right, now I'm going to put this piece here in. So, face mode, that's the top, just there. Scale this down. Okay. The piece that goes in here is that one, and those two go on the top, so let's rotate it. That's more or less in the right direction. Okay. See where these go now. Go to target weld. I think I've got a sneeze coming, so I'll do my very best to hit pause or remove the microphone before it actually occurs. There you go. You see, I didn't deafen anyone this time. There used to be a recurring theme in 3D Palace tutorials. They'd be like, now we're going to model this seam, and oh shoot, everyone deaf. Right, these pieces here need to come across. Straight into target weld. There we are. I'll just leave this one loose. You can see it connects to this one up here. Now if we'll go into face mode again. And this be a complex shape, you see. So what I'm going to do is grab these and rotate. And now we can see that's the end cap there. I'll move that to there. I'm going to target weld again. Okay. Bring this up here and bring this down here so I don't get as much overlap going on. And it looks like this one welds over here. I'll bring this one to about there, just to open it up a little bit. Constantly just kind of trying to reevaluate where things are going to go. Right. Bring this down. Now we can see where it goes, just like we can see where, you know, we're obviously going to have to find the missing piece. Well, two missing pieces actually, if you look closely. Possibly even three. Okay, now face select. There, that piece is there. And that piece is there. And that piece is there. Let's just grow that. And then deselect everything around here. With the exception of these really thin polygons. And you can see now that there's some pieces over here. Let's break and scale. There we go. Such a PITA doing this, but unfortunately it's one of those things that has to be done. Right. That one doesn't attach to anything, so let's find out where this one attaches. Oh dear, this one does attach, and it attaches over there in fact. Just go to face select, break this again. This one goes in there. I completely put it in the wrong piece. Oh, curse my stupid eyeballs. There we go. There, now this one. And over to here. Now I've got to find a buddy for this one. So, face mode. Select here and just click grow once. Okay, and that'll be up here as well, as you can see. So we're going to break it, scale it. Move it down here. Okay. There we are. Now we've got two polygons by the looks of things that are missing. So face mode. See if we can find them. I'll just click grow here. Well, that didn't actually select anything, so let's have a look closer at this, shall we? Go to target world. This apparently wants to attach to there, so take it as you want it, really. And this doesn't want to attach to anything. So if this comes across to here, that's going to make a real weird mess. So that's that one. Then that one. Then that one. Then that one. And this one's kind of hidden inside it a bit over there. Yeah, I don't believe there's actually a polygon running all the way down there, because if you look, this line here says it's connected to this one. So, yeah, that's what's happened. Break this one off. Scale it just a little bit. Okay, let's go to target world. welds there and there. Because of course this piece here isn't actually a logical piece, to be honest. So let's bring that back over there, and that closes all the gaps, as you see, because the way that thing overlaps over there. Okay, now you can scale this down a bit. I'll just use face actually. You should be quite pleased with yourself if you've just done this piece, because it's not nice. And I know mine was a very basic unwrap on this, but give me a break, guy. I'm having to do it fast whilst talking. Okay. Now down here, these are the inside parts, yeah? These will like the pieces down the back and down the sides and stuff over here. Now we can, if we want to, carefully unwrap these, or we can just flatten the mapping at 75 degrees. And watch as it stuffs them all over here in a big thing. We could also, let me see, unfold the wrapping. Which has really funky things to them, to be honest. I always find the unfold a bit weird. Well, there's like normal mapping, which will do that. I think I'll just keep the normal mapping. I know it's messy, however, it's going to work for these pieces. And then I can tuck them away inside a piece over here. Like so. Okay, and go up here and turn off the unwrap and exit isolation mode. Now, yes, I know you're inactive. If I zoom in over here, you can see how much tidier our seams are. Okay, nice tidy seams. And this is kind of apparent on all these bits, compared to, for example, if you look at these, not quite so tidy. Now, and that of course, and this. That's going to be a snap to do. Now the piece I need to do at the minute is down here, and I'm just about to isolate it. Now if you haven't seen me separate this piece off yet, it's mainly because it's a very, very tiny piece. It's only here for the purposes of null, being null basically. Okay, mapping. Let's look at the simple options first. That's what I get if I flatten the mapping, and that gives me a top and a bottom piece, like so. I'll do normal. Nah, sod it. I'll just flatten the mapping. And then I'll sew these side parts here together. Okay, first just kind of move these pieces into logistical order. You can see how these things kind of all tie together more or less. Right. Now I'm going to go into vertex mode and target weld mode. And this will assist me in finding pieces that fit together and where they fit together. Okay, that gives me this shape thing here. I'll just move this one along a bit. There we are. next? See where these all link up. I'll have to separate these off a bit more because they're not in their logistical order. Okay, back to target welding. There we are. And let's see over here. I'll think about the best place to put these. Apart from the obvious, which is, you know, format, model, stroke, laugh. Right, best thing for this is face mode, because I think my incredibly stupid eyes can't seem to come up with why this isn't working the way I want it to. I have this problem that the more tired my eyes get, or the more tired I get, the harder it is for me to notice just about anything really, so... There we go. And there. Face mode, again. And this one goes over there. Oh, right. What connects to this one? Nothing. It's just a single tenuous link. Let's have a look over this side. It is as well. Just a single polygon straight down like that. Makes me suspect that this piece there fits inside it really, if you think about it. Which I bet it does. There we are. That looks tidier. And then bring this one over here. Okay. Now scale this one down a lot. And move it next to here, like a hat. And scale it all down. There we go, because it's not even remotely essential as a piece. Exit isolation mode. Right, let's have a look at this leg thing. So, I'll select all these. Edit UVW. Sorry, unwrap UVW. Remembering to include this one. Hit edit. Just turn off this checkerboard thing we've got going on in the background. We can now start moving things again. Now, I don't know what these tiny fellows are here, so I'm sure this is going to come back and bite me in the nads. However, at the minute I've decided for the sakes of my sanity, I really don't give a toss. So, there we go. One of the benefits of being your own TD, you see. And that goes there. So, this is our nice simple unwrapped map so far, and we shall keep it going into the next part when we do hip, pin and hip. So until we do, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye bye for now.